For a 12-round fight, I'm feeling not too bad then.
No worries, mate. How's the hand good?
And yeah, it's great, mate. It's unreal.
It didn't seem to stop you throwing.
No, I kept throwing it out there. I had to. It's a 12-round fight. I'm not going to put it away. I'll keep using it till it's, it was cooked in about the 9th round. I felt it really go. I was relying on the backhand a lot more, but yeah, we got through it. Hopefully it's not too serious, and yeah, we can move on and be back out in the end of the year.
Do you enjoy a fight like that? It was back and forth at times and pretty hectic in there.
Yeah, it was a good, tough test. That's why we took the fight. We knew it was going to be a tough hit out, and that's what it was. I'm not here for easy rollover fights with some people. They see a guy that they haven't heard too much of. I knew he was a world-ranked fighter and a tough test for a reason. That's why we took the fight. We're here for tough challenges and for fights to make me better. I'm only going to learn and grow from the experience, and that's why we're doing this. You're not here forever, so I want to experience nights like this. I got to fight back in my hometown in Wollongong in front of all my friends and family and everyone who came out to support the night. It was another night that I'll remember for a long, long time, and in a good fight.
Are you worried this hand's going to set you back a bit?
I'm hoping not too. It's not too serious, So it's I'll ice it, go get it looked at, and see what we're going to do with it. But we'll see what's what with it first, So it's too early for decisions or anything like that. Hopefully it's not much.
The hand, was it like one shot or did it progressive?
Nah, it was progressive. So it was like I felt it get a bit sore in the 4th, and by the 6th it was sore again. Then I hit him with a left hook in about the 9th, and I really felt like something didn't feel quite right at all. So it was giving me dramas early on, but not enough to stop throwing it. I was almost just trying to touch him a bit with it, and then earn my backhand a bit. But look, we got through it, and we won the fight in a tough 12-round fight. It was a good knock.
When did you know there was an issue?
Round 4. Yeah.
Do you feel like if you didn't hurt the hand, you would be able to stop him?
I don't know. It's too early to say. He's a good fighter. Giving me his respect. So he's a good fighter, and it was a good fight. I didn't get him out of there. It was a 12-round fight, and against these world-class guys, you really got to earn it. It's I wasn't good enough to stop him tonight.
Do you have a sense that he could tell that your hand was busted?
I don't know. We saw in a few of his fights. He did like to chase and did he was a hard guy to stay organised with. He came at you with a lot of awkward stuff, and he was at times almost running at me. It was so it was a bit it was hard to stay organised the whole time, and to have hard defensive hands against him. But that's stuff that I'll work on and get better from. Like I said, another fight where I learned a lot, and I get to grow and get better from this.
Given the fact half of that fight was with one hand, to give you some confidence moving forward when you've got 2 good ones.
Look, I know I've got confidence every time I get in that ring, and there's not much I do better than boxing. And there's nothing I do better than boxing. I'll rephrase that. So it's I've got confidence going into any fight against any man in my weight class. So if I take on the likes of Inoue, I'll go into that fight full of confidence, and that's what I plan to do. That's the fight for me.
Was it hard to block out all the sort of what could be and what's next, and it was hard to block all that out?
No, not really. To be honest, I don't really listen to a lot of his leading into a fight. It's nice to have his around and ask me all these questions, but I block everything out. I don't really check anything on social media, really, besides what my mates send to me and take the piss out of me with. But that's about it, really. It's my soapy team. They're about the only ones that let me know who's bagging me. But other than that, I don't really listen to you. So it's I just try and yeah, he's a soap too. So you can get that on the record. But it's look, I don't really care. It's everyone's gonna have their opinion, their 2 cents. I'm just gonna keep working every day to get better, be the best fighter I can be, and I'm like I said, I'm in the gym every day. I will be tomorrow. Not using my left hand though, and getting better. It's on to the next. Everything I do from here on, it's to win that undisputed world title.
Given the injury and how aggressive he was that up there with one of the toughest fights you've had?
Yeah, he's definitely a tough guy. I think I've definitely had closer fights, and I thought I was controlling the whole thing. I think he had moments where like just little things like I thought like in times like I was catching shots inside, and then like I thought, all right, now I'm starting to press, and I started catching him shots, and then like his tape came undone and stuff like that. So like a few things where I was getting momentum, and I'll probably let him get off a few too many times in close before I got to start walking forward. But yeah, little things like that, But I'll watch it back, see where we can improve, see where we can get better at, and take that into the next fight and the next test. So, that looks like the ultimate test. So it's yeah, a lot of growth and a lot of learning to do, but I'll do it, and I'll be best prepared for whatever is next.
George, how do you assess the performance?
Fantastic. I thought Sam was really good. I thought he's handled everything in the build-up really well. He's handled it like a main event star. He's done very well, and hearing what he's done to his hand halfway through the fight, even more impressed, because I thought he was up against some really tough opposition, and it's very hard to really get across how good his opponent was when you've got a non-English speaking opponent. We haven't seen a whole lot of him on TV. And he comes across here, and he was brilliant. He was actually really good. And even in that, I was nervous in that 12th round when he was winding up. Felt like he was winding up from his ankles and taking these big shots at Sam. And Sam's defence tonight, I thought, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. He stayed in the pocket really well, and he fired back even better. And it made for a really entertaining finish to the night of what I thought was a really good night. There was some big performances from other fighters leading into this, and I thought Sam capped it off really well.
Impressive performance by Sam Goodman tonight.
Yeah, against adversity, carried the weight of being the headliner yet again, and came up with a great performance.
He came to fight Warrawat.
Yeah, and I mean, we've been saying it leading up to it. He's number 8 in the world. He can fight, and he hasn't tasted defeat. So when you walk into the ring without defeat, you feel confident. You walk different. You take punches different. You have a lot less fear in you. And he showed that tonight. He lacked fear, and he wanted to get amongst it, and he really pushed Sam really hard, and that's what we wanted. We wanted someone to push Sam hard, get him ready for what lies around the corner.
Sam brought the fight, came forward all night. A few hairy moments in there, got clipped a few times. How were the nerves?
Well, we don't get to see Sam get clipped. It rarely happens, but when he fights in a way, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I mean, he's brilliant. He will land a punch on Sam at some stage, and he's got to be able to take it, react, and move forward. And I think he did that really well tonight. He caught a lot of punches. Defensively he was great. Caught a lot of punches, dodged a lot of punches. But when he took them clean, and he got straight back to the game plan. Whether he countered or he moved, I thought he did a really good job of getting in there and mixing it up, and the crowd loved it too. It was a different side of Sam, so the crowd really enjoyed that, and I enjoyed it too. It was nervous moments, obviously, but he did well.
What happens now? Obviously, the hand injury. Will that have an impact on things moving forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the plan was to get going straight away, get ready for the next fight straight away. Get straight into camp, be ready, be prepared. And now we've got to wait for the results of his scans, see how long the recovery time is. But he's not going to sit around waiting. He'll be doing absolutely everything that he can outside of that hand injury to make sure that when he's coming back, he's 100%. He's a world-class fighter, and he trains at a world-class level now too. So he knows what he's got to do, and he knows that he can't leave any stone unturned.
What do you need to do to make that in-a-way fight happen?
We've got a bit of work to do. Well, look, all the pressure's on us, really. We've got to be able to get the fight done and get it locked away. So, Sam's fought himself into a position to be Mr. Mandatory, so that really helps with the negotiations. But we'll be talking to Mr. Honda, and hopefully we can get that fight locked away and have a date that we can announce, and that we can, let everyone know that Sam's coming for undisputed.
Liam Wilson, an impressive win as well.
Great win. I really enjoyed the fight too. I thought Liam controlled it well early.